Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, vivid and clear. I am vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come out.
Says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We're gonna tap, light that fire. We're gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get thirsty. Let it rain. Well, it's about to get dirty. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off, living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We're gonna tap, light that fire. We're gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get thirsty. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Listen, about to get dirty. Girl, your whole life's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get thirsty. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Everybody get thirsty. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Titans going up against the Buccaneers. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. Now the first carry for Doug Martin, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Second down, Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The starting defense for the Titans.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On third down, Winston. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. outside. They're playing press coverage. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, Mariota. On the screen, this is Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15 that time. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Second down, Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come up in an offset eye. They run it again with Martin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Now a run with Martin. And some room to roam now. There goes Doug Martin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Winston. It's complete to Fuller. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Will Fuller, 55 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Quan Alexander in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
First down, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing, Winston. Complete, he finds Bray. A solid pickup of 13, sets him up 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a third down. Third and long for Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Aguayo on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Mariota to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Titans are going to have a first.
And the tackle's made here by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. On the screen, this is Coleman. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was. And
he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Martin. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. William Golston in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Coleman. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
Mariota, and they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And quickly they get to the line. Second down, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw Mariota. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Shift together here from the D-line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to...
And he lost the football. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock, and they'll run it here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Third and short yardage, Winston. He finds his target, Fuller. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at. Going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here, because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And the play clock's running down. Here's Martin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They come up in an offset eye. They run again on first down. Martin. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They will run again with Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mariota on first down. Bryant has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins from a yard out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Mariota will look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
Throw it. Mariota. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. A first down throw for Winston. Muscles him off. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Second down, Winston. And Brake, the tight end's got it. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wondered if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion left is right. The man in motion is right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mariota to throw it. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And that is no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. On now is... Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On now is Ryan Suckup for the... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains.